In this video, we're going to be testing out the BodyGuardz Pure 3 tempered glass screen protector for the iPad Pro 13-inch. It's got an antimicrobial coating as well as anti-fingerprint and anti-smudge. It also has an anti-dust layer built into the underside of the screen protector, so when you're installing it on your iPad, that layer should absorb small pieces of dust, leaving you with a dust-free installation. It's made with 30% recycled glass, and it's also got lifetime replacements. And you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I will be doing a drop and a scratch test to see how durable the screen protector is, and I'm also going to be testing the brand new Apple Pencil Pro to see how well it works with this tempered glass. And if you guys want to pick it up, I will be putting product links in the video description. So let's get started. So we get one installation guide and one tempered glass screen protector. So the first thing we need to do is to clean off our iPad screen with the little alcohol wipe, then dry it off. Then you can use the dust sticker to remove any dust you see, but you shouldn't have to go crazy because again, it should be a dust-free installation. So then take your guide. It doesn't matter which way you put it on the screen because it works either way. Then take your installation guide and just press it over the top of your iPad. Then take your screen protector, making sure that this sticker is on the underside of the screen and the cutout goes towards the sensors on your iPad. Then we're going to peel off the underside. And then you can drop this into the installation tray while you're pulling out the top protector. I let one edge of the screen protector kind of rest on the guide so you can kind of lift up the screen protector and position it the way that you need, and then you can just drop the rest inside the guide. And it should start to adhere to your screen. Kind of help it along with your finger. And then if there are any bubbles, you can use a credit card or a squeegee to get them out. I would not recommend trying to lift up on the screen protector to remove any bubbles. Just try to do the squeegee the best you can because it might break or bend the glass. Then once you've gotten all the bubbles out, you can lift up the top layer by these little tabs on the side. And then remove the guide. All right, let's wipe down the screen. So installation went pretty good. I don't see any bubbles. There is a slight bit of dust trapped underneath the screen here, but it's not creating any bubbles. It did a pretty good job at kind of going around the dust, and it's off the screen anyway. It's only on the border of the iPad, so it's not too bad. Everything else looks really good. Placement looks good as well. There's a slight gap all the way around the screen for case compatibility, and we also have a cutout for our cameras and our sensors at the top. As far as touch, there is some resistance when you run your finger over it. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe that's for the pen, but it's definitely not as smooth as the glass that's on the iPad itself. Now, as far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to pick up some fingerprints you can see on the screen here. And when you try to wipe it away, it's fairly easy to wipe away, but again, there is that resistance. You can hear it when you're trying to wipe away the fingerprints, but they wipe away fairly easily. It's just, again, it's got that little bit of resistance when you're, wiping stuff away. The edges are also rounded off, so that's pretty cool. As you can see, the screen is crystal clear. And touch is working perfectly fine. No issues there. So now let's see what the screen looks like as if you're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. So as you can see, there is a very slight rainbow effect. It all depends on how you're holding the iPad, but it is there. Just something to keep in mind. It's definitely not a deal breaker for me, but it might be for you. So now let's test out the Apple Pencil. So it seems to be working pretty well on this tempered glass. I don't see any touch issues. It seems to be like pretty much on the point of the Apple Pencil. And it writes on the glass pretty smooth. There's no resistance. All right, now let's put it in our case to see if it's case friendly. So it looks like the screen comes right up to the edge of the tempered glass, but I don't see any bubbles. I don't see any lifting. So it may or may not be case friendly with the case that you're going to use, but it does seem to fit perfectly inside this case. So everything's looking good so far. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So we're going to start off the test by dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. 4 feet. 5 feet. 5 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 5-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off with a number 5. And we'll move on to a number 6. And then a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see that there are no scratches at the number 5. There are a little deeper at a number 6 and deeper than that at a number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was pretty easy, and that anti-dust layer does seem to do a pretty good job. It also seems to be case friendly, and the Apple Pencil works really well with the screen protector too. It lasted up until a 5-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So this screen protector did do pretty well in the drop test, and the scratch resistance again is pretty standard for tempered glass. But what's most important to you? Do you care about drop resistance, scratch resistance, case compatibility, or other? Let me know in the comments below. And again, if you guys want to pick this up, I will be putting product links in the video description. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.